Hey everybody, Rudman here for another episode of Black Lake. So a quick recap of our current goals. The short-term goals, collect a plasteel blade and burn the temp base down. The long-term goals, kill the nearest community, Boomalot Ranch, repair Sergio with bionics, and tomb for the fallen. Alright, so let's get started. Here we are. We have the blade up here. And a nice item stash that I kind of want to go for pretty close, but threats unknown. Last episode, we obviously laid out a hell of a lot of the base. We have a lot of people able and willing to contribute. So one of the big comments I've been receiving rather constantly, if I'm being honest, is that I have a lot of stuff in the stockpiles that don't need to be in the stockpiles, i.e. things that don't decay or deteriorate, like steel or blocks. Yes, I'm well aware of that. One of the reasons they're in there is because I didn't want to have to move them multiple times. I am of the mind where I want to, you know, sort of the carpentry, measure twice, cut once, because you can't do it in the other way around. So, with that said, yeah, I was waiting for the new stockpile so I could get rid of the old one. And there we go. There's the new stockpile. And this one will accommodate just about everything we need, luckily. So what I'm going to do is move this around just a little bit. We're gonna have a door there. And a door here. A lot of doors into the kitchen, unfortunately, but there's really no way I see around that. Oh, and a combat supplier flying overhead. That's kind of nice. I'm curious if I even have... I have like a plasteel blade, I guess. I don't really have much that will interest a combat supplier. Where is Cece? Is she asleep? She is indeed asleep. It's gonna have to be like Endelos, the night owl. Alright, Mr. Endelos, let's see if we can't trade some stuff. I can trade off my shells. Trade the old plasteel knife. That's about it. There's really nothing I want to buy off them either. Call that good. And we'll have to power this thing. And we'll have to support the roof somehow. So what I usually do is a square pattern like that, for some redundancy. One thing that I did realize, and this was also pointed out to me by other people, but I did realize myself, is Velik would be a really good crafter. Extraordinarily good. So let's go ahead and take Endelos off of smithing and tailoring and put Velik on it. He can be the full-time tailor pretty easily. And the reason for it is the industrious, fast learner will make it very, very easy for him to craft and learn quickly. He also has a passion in crafting, so we'll take full advantage of that. So, other tips I received. Death Command had a really good tip here. Let me slow down time so nothing happens while I'm reading it. Basically, something I should do is to arrange my pawns so that they are combat-oriented. So the ones that fight best are moved over, like this. If you hold left alt and you right-click, you can drag people around. So you can put all of your combat-worthy pawns, like I think Lanka is as well, towards the front. Now the thing is, I do have the 4 founders, so I want to keep them together. Oh, bulk goods trader. That's super useful. CC is up. Yep. Alright, Ms. Bulk Goods. What you got for me? Selling off little bits and scrap of our leathers. Yes, I could turn them into patch leather, but they take up a lot of room too. Psychoid leaves I'm keeping. The crummy parka I can part with. And what I'm going to do is, yeah, let's get rid of the bedroll. I'm going to buy 100 gold, which is most of my wealth, but that's mostly going to go towards bionics. So there's definitely a purpose and a point. Alright, so now is for the... Now that we've done most of our trading, I'm going to do the big move, where this whole old stockpile is going to get moved over, and the dogs will help with that, surely. Okay, we have the old butcher table. And the old kitchen, I'm going to leave in place for now, but that's going to get moved as well. I'm going to wait until this is floored up to not risk food poisoning. We definitely ought to have more farms, but I'm still going to push ahead towards bionics first. Okay, so another tip I received from Nathan Klein, here it is that these sleep spots for the pets are probably needlessly disturbing the sleep of our founders. And he's right. So for now, we'll just put them in the barracks. And they might have to get moved again. I don't know. Alright, we're also going to want to build the roof here. So let's put some granite pillars in and build up that roof. Stuff is decaying because it's unroofed. Easily fixed. And we're going to replace this wall here with the granite one, obviously. Some cabling around. Oh, the amount of productivity. It's beautiful. I was keeping parts of the old wood wall so nothing would collapse on my head. Getting rid of the old floor, putting in a new, less flammable, more ugly floor. 'Cause that's how I do. And another bulk goods trader. Well, I didn't really have... What, you standing at a burnt out campfire for recreation? That is a weird thing to be doing. Mad caribou. You're gonna learn that we don't take kindly to mad animals. Why are you so slow? Oh, peg leg. Yeah, that would do it. You kinda had your leg bit off. Oh, he makes it through. Alright, Dano. Time to help. I don't want to get wrecked by caribou. And Dano's missing an eye, so not exactly the best fighter. Sorry, caribou. It's just not in the cards. You're not going to get me. Yeah, like I thought. Oh man, I have so much bionics to repair people with. Alright, best constructor is... Drum roll, please. Sergio. Didn't see that one coming. Alright, Sergio. We don't have the slate blocks, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Alright, machining table. Let's see. I want maybe Molotov cocktails, which is cloth and chem fuel. We don't exactly have the cloth at the moment, so that's something to think about. In fact, let's talk to this bulk goods person and maybe buy some. So wait, what was the cost of that again? It is 80 chem. Wow, that's kind of expensive. All right. I almost never make them. 25 cloth, and I'll make the chem fuel myself. So we just hook up our biorefinery and make some chem fuel. All right, Mr. Squirrel, I think it's time for me to hunt you. Death Command gave birth. We have some more little puppies. That's very sweet. Let's see. Trying to see about some names. There's a bunch of little puppies. I might end up selling them, only because there's only so many dogs I want. I don't want to have a colony overrun by dogs. But we'll name some of these guys. So they're going to have some pretty weird names. Again, that's okay. Who am I to judge the names of the patrons? Okay, so what is it? Training. Mammy, you are now gamer inspired. Yes, and Tonto. You are, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Mark. I'm going to call you Mark. I think that's short for Mark. Velik and Jarrett going at it. Hopefully keep... Oh, okay. Ah! This time you had suffered the debilitating injury. Despite, you know, knocking him unconscious. That's real good, because, you know, he is the... I'm going to make you rescue him, too. He is, after all, the trader that... The crafter that is going to be getting another blade, and yet you knock him out. Maybe not the most productive use of force. Oh, you're both down. Haha, look at that twist. Oh, you got back up. Alright, Mr. Wolf. Go tend to them. And we have a little bit more concrete to put down. It's a beautiful material. No, I'm kidding. Problem with having a bloodlust is there's a lot of social fights. Velik can get back up. Okay, so Jarrett took his sword back. Velik's gonna take the shotgun. And he's making a Molotov cocktail. Sweet. Very, 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 very slowly. Alright, so any blocks? Yeah, that works for me. We can, for now, put some blocks here. I don't really care about the attractiveness of this trade zone. So, chunks. I can also put the slag here too. And we have some visitors and some unhappy nudity. Okay, free food. Animals. Animals, animals, animals. Go to shelter. Everyone else. I have no idea the amount of enemies coming, so let's not risk it. Let's get our brisket. Oh, Sergio has to see some nasty bodies. Alright, the SMGs are kind of short range. Same with the shotgun. The visitors are obviously going to get messed up pretty bad. Sergio, I don't know if a demented old man with a heavy SMG is probably the right choice. That was it, huh? Alright, what a false alarm. My bad. Jarrett, you can go back to what you were doing. Man, you almost lost a foot too. And there is all sorts of animals in our own kitchen. That's weird. Get out. And we got a new recruit, Cole. Alright, cool. Mr. Cole, you are the fast learner with a great memory, and you are an animal trainer. Okay, cool. And health, you have a bad back, so you can't move around much. That's fine. I wasn't expecting you to do any super heavy lifting. Let's change your work priorities, Mr. Cole. You are definitely our new warden. Congratulations on that. You're pretty... Oh, no, that's, Cece. Okay, Cole, you're not the warden. You're the animal handler. And you can construct. No crafting for you, even though you like it. And it says here you can hunt. Yes, you are a passionate shooter, but God, you suck at it. So, obviously some training is in order. And we have a fair amount of animals that are just like inside our walls here. So I'm gonna sort of sort that out. Okay, we have the heaters in the old part of the base that are no longer needed. Cole, why are you sleeping there? That's super weird. You should feel weird about where you're choosing to be. Go move your bed, creepy guy. All right, we also need some more animal sleeping spots. The additional dogs. Could really go for some better weapons. I mean, hunting with a bow isn't terrible, but it's not exactly the most efficient. I guess it's good for training, because you spend so much time trying to shoot. I don't know. Trying to make it into a good thing. Maybe it can't be. Now that this is all walled up, we can see what kind of temperature we can achieve here. I was thinking we're probably going to need some additional air conditioning units here, and it seems to be true. I'm gonna add 2 more. It's a big, big, big kitchen, but I'm trying to plan for the very distant future. And Timberwolf is hunting Cole for food. Where is Cole? There you are. You are at the back of the line. You get to move up. Where is Cole? Really? You're hunting Cole? Why would you hunt Cole? He's not even the closest. Sorry, Wolf. You gotta kill one of your own. Because Jarrett can back you up. Wolf is ducking. Ooh, not so much. Shot to the gut. Sorry, Jarrett, you don't even get to have any fun with that. Alright, I'm going to do steel doors here. Because they need to be fireproof, given that we're destined to set everything else on fire. And this looks to be the... No, this isn't the sarcophagus. This is just flooring. Alright, so we have a Molotov cocktail. Vex, was it? Yes, Vex, guess what you get. And if you're wondering why I'm giving a Pyro Molotov cocktail, let me show you. Pyromaniac has an incendiary weapon, makes her happy. She's gonna set things on fire anyway. You might as well have her be happy about it, right? So that's my thinking, at least. If I'm wrong, you know, you can let me know in the comments, but I don't think I'm wrong. Not this time. Alright, so we punched this big old hole here so that we can put an NPM right here. And that way we will be able to feed people. For now, because we don't really have the silver, I'm just going to concrete this all up. Very ugly, but it will have to do. And then I could also probably use a source of light. Sergio is confused. Well, that's par for the course, pretty normal. Which leaves this area here for the grand dining room. Alright, so these wood-fired generators are gonna have to get moved. I wanted chem fuel ones. Maybe I'll have chem fuel ones anyway. Should be near the stockpile if we're gonna be stockpiling them. In fact, I can just put them inside because they generate some good heat. There we go. We'll have to make a lot more chem fuel, which means using meat-based economy, but that will encourage me to get my boomalopes. At least, I hope. Alright. We're gonna need... Oops. Why am I keep spinning this? We're gonna need mad hoppers on this thing. Alright, let's forbid the other ones for now. Oh, we have enough chem fuel for another one. We are going to want to get another light. I guess we just make one. Pop a light into the butchery. And a cold snap. Well, we're heading into the summer, so cold snap's not going to bother me too bad. That is some messed up pathing right there. We can fix that. Deef is still awake. Guess what, Deef? I'm stealing you. Oh, you got sidetracked. Alright, Mr. Deef. Do we have enough slate? No, we do not. Do I have enough of... I definitely have enough sandstone. I'm just going to make this out of sandstone. Because I want to be able to say I worked on one of the long-term goals this episode. So, yes. I will do that. And Sergio is actually our best crafter. Although I think having him be a little brain dead might not actually help. So let's clear prioritize work and have Deef do this, because he'll do it a little faster. Oops, that was not supposed to be a potato plant. All of the ambrosia is gone, so I'll get rid of that grow zone. I think what I'm going to do is I want these to just naturally run out of power, so I'm going to dead marsh this. So that no one can refuel it, but jeer it, and hopefully Jira won't do it either. Yanshui just delivered birth. Now, I think I'm out of people to name these after. No, that's not true. Tornado, you are going to become... Unfortunately, some of these dogs that I'm naming after people might be sold. Actually, I can almost assure you they'll be sold, but whatever. I never said that's... Irma. I don't know. Your name is... Now I'm officially out of people, so I'm gonna start going up the tier tree. Eventually those people will get pawns of their own, maybe. We'll see if it can be helped. Okay, so this is definitely cold enough. This door obviously laughably useless now. As you can see, I didn't really have a plan, so to speak. I was just kind of wielding it, winging it. Okay, Wolf is building that. I'm pretty sure I told Deef to do it. Okay, Sergio, that's fine. Inspired recruitment. Well, that's super useful when you don't have anyone to recruit. And cargo pods of Hyperweave would be useful in the desert series. Not to say I can't use it here, but... Okay, so we have an excellent sarcophagus. We are going to, with Jurit, destroy the old one, because he doesn't mind looking at the dead body. We have a lot of animal starvation because I'm an idiot, and I restricted them. Let's go ahead and... Cole and Mark make a bond. Alright, Jirit, assign to Venus? Yes. Alright, Venus, you're the first tomb. God, I have so many pests. And that there be the dining room. Okay, the electric stove will get moved. And then the stockpile of corpses will go here. So that's important priority of corpses that aren't mechanoid or human-like, and no rotten. That will help clean up the doors. Temporarily suspend meals. I'm trying to get to a point where I can burn this old base down. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting closer. We are making progress. Alright, and then we can just, let's say, we'll have the high priority meat, the high priority veg, or maybe this will be high veg. Oh, I already have that name in use, because that's the last zone I forgot to get rid of. High veg, high meat, and then this will be low veg. And And this can be low meat. And yes, I'll have more meat than that. Alright, so we'll do preferred for raw foods meat. Preferred for raw foods vegetarian. Important for vegetarian. And important for meat. Yes, that includes insect and human. I can always fix that later. I don't really have any human at the moment that I have to worry about. Okay, so for lighting, I'm going to light this hallway. And let's reinstall this here. Slowly getting rid of this old setup in lieu of a newer one. Some major break risks. I don't like that. Oops, we had already moved that chair. JC is getting hunted. Nope, definitely not. Not gonna happen. Spirit loves to hunt. Ooh, little revenge, huh? Let's see how you fare against a plasteel blade. You don't. You really don't. Stabbed in the body. Oh, you cut out the kidney. Good for you. Marriage spot. Doesn't really matter where it goes. Oops. Party spot. Same deal. Chess table. Obviously, we need to move some more stuff over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then flooring. What do we have a lot of? We have a lot of granite blocks, but those are nice. Limestone blocks. I don't think they're native to this area, so that's not going to really work. Sandstone is going to be our block of choice here. And move that light over. And alas, I'm sort of out of time. As you can see, the base is really coming together. It's obviously a little slow, but it's getting there. Ah, we refueled this. Okay, oh well. But yeah, if you have any feedback for me, drop me a line. I'm getting really close to being able to burn this old part of the base down. In fact, Vex will get the get to do the honors, so to speak. And yeah, I hope you tune in next time. It is always, like always, fun to work out a huge colony like this. So I'll catch you all later. Adios.